The Bulls are keeping their hidden gem under wraps, while the rest of our young squad knows all about Dalen Terry and his ability to step right in, run the floor, and add to our deep crop of young athletic talent that's ready to break out. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Bulls Digest. We are happy to have you here today. We've got a fun show to cover. 2022 draft pick Dalen Terry. What's he got? What does he need? And where does he fit into coming off the bench for our guys? But before we get started, please do make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button, because I'm noticing that 67.5% of you that are stopping on by are not subscribed, and you're going to want to subscribe so you guys can be up to date on all things Chicago Bulls. Well, we got a good show for you today, so it's going to be fun, so let's jump right into it. Dalen Terry. What's he got? He is athletic. He's 6'7". You guys noticing a trend here at all where we have these young guys who are about 21 to about 24, young, athletic, in shape, can run, stretch the floor? He is another component and another clear piece to this exciting Bulls team. It's a youth movement. I keep stressing this again. All of that bloated vet stuff aside from Vuk, it is a youth movement, and it's an exciting time to be a Bulls fan. Knowing that, however, we have to really touch on, aside from what he has, where does he fit in and what does he need? We're going to get into that in a little bit. But the key for him and what he has is he fits into Arturas and fits into Billy Donovan's offense. Now, he is young. He is raw. So these are raw prospects that have been hustling and working in the offseason. We have not seen them in a Bulls uniform for a while because the season ended. So what have they done to make hay while the sun shines? Well, to me, I think that's the key for what we have. Here's where he came from, though. So you can see the minutes are down. The games he played, sure, but the minutes are down. What does he have? Like 15, 12, 15 minutes. The points are 4.5. But here's the things that you notice with all these guys. The more minutes they play, the more their points go up. That is a metric that we want to see. That's pretty much the name of the game. If their minutes go up and their points go up, that means we have a successful plug and play into our system with this young talent. That's the goal. That's the metric. Now, part of what we're looking at as Bulls fans is little jumps, little leaps. Those are fun. We need to see larger leaps, larger stretches, larger pushes. And that's really going to depend on the coaching staff, what we're getting done in training camp. As of right now, training camp is off, and we are clearly into a run mode. We're going to be transitional, run the floor, spread the floor, and it's going to be a fast pace. The Bulls, they're going to run. So what's his height? What's his bio? What's he all about? Well, he's 6'7". We got him in the 2022 draft, first round. And the thing is, with all these picks, we have this draft capital. So whether they pan out or not, and I am from the side that because we have a system, I believe they can pan out and will pan out. But where we're at is how he ends up becoming a right off the bench guy, similar to NSG, similar to the other guy, Julian. I'm sorry. Similar to these other guys, it's going to come down to how do they gel as a cohesive unit, okay? And how they gel as a cohesive unit, to me, is the entire thing. All this young talent is on the same team at the same time in the same age bracket-ish, So they all have similar skill sets. They all can run. They're all healthy. They are athletic. That is going to play into the zeitgeist of what this team is, man. What they can be and where they're at today and where they can go. And if you ask me, where they can go is probably to heights we haven't seen in a while. And keep in mind, I am saying this with cautious optimism, because with young guys, I said this in another video, with youth, sometimes youth will play out of their mind and stretch the floor and do things because youth doesn't know it's not supposed to do those things. But then on the flip side of that, as you get to play the top 25% of the teams in the league, youth is going to be exposed as just chucking a couple threes rather than working the ball down. So what I'm saying is, for as many height things as we can go, that youth can also hurt us. That's where coaching, that's where system, that's where all of that stuff comes in a key component. So now, who will he be likely replacing? Well, That's not going to be Ayo. Ayo is going to be your starter. So these are the numbers that he has to start climbing towards if he wants to see the starting lineup. So that's 30 minutes. That's 12.3 points. And even Ayo will tell you Ayo's numbers need to come up with this youth running team. Our points per game need to go up massively with this Bulls team. The reason our points per game need to go up with the Bulls team is because now we have youth and stuff to run. We're not doing half court set and push, or just isolation one-on-ones, which just suck a shot clock. You hit or miss, and now you're up and down the floor again. So this is definitely going to help us and help the Bulls this season, which in turn, I want to see it as a fan because I'm sick and tired of mediocre playing basketball where you're just getting by. We have a chance to possibly elevate. This is really important for us as a team, and it's going to be important moving forward. So, with that, what is he doing this offseason to make sure that he's ready to step into that right off the bench role? Or if somebody goes down or two people go down, he could be a starter. Well, first off, he's working with Steve Nash. So he's a small forward, power forward kind of guy at 6'7", but clearly at 6'7", they've got ideas of making him a 3/4, 4 in smaller lineups, 3 in larger lineups. And I think that's a really cool idea. If he's committed to doing this, which clearly he is. So I'm always one to say, what are they doing in the offseason when we're not looking to make themselves better? Clearly that is in his MO. Clearly he wants to do that. Clearly that's something that we're going to be excited about seeing him develop as a player. Now, who is he likely going to replace off the bench and everything going on there? Well, it's going to be Patrick Williams. And Patrick Williams' numbers are he's okay. 25 minutes, though, points got to come up. Rebounds definitely have to come up if you're a power forward. These numbers have to come up for Patrick. But you can see where Dalen has a window here. Dalen's window is if he can get to these numbers or even play defensively more minded with steals per game. And keep in mind, Dalen is a defensive-minded athlete, which in turn, look at a quick rebound, look at a quick outlet, look at our guys run, quick transition buckets, set back on D. That's how I see Dalen Terry running in this Bulls offense, which could be super exciting. I mean, you're talking about stuff we haven't seen in quite some time. And finally, what does Dalen Terry think of himself? Well, he's like, to make sure when I go in the game, I make a positive impact. So I need to make sure when I go in the game, I make a positive impact. Once I get with the right staff and they pour into me and I pour into them and we connect, the sky's the limit. That's it. He's ready. He's ready to go. So if Donovan and the coaching staff really pour into him, and he's going to give back. So teach him, get him running. And if he runs with this team, the sky's the limit. That's just my take on it. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments section, because I always love to hear from you guys. It's always good to talk Bulls with you guys. It's a blast. And before you leave, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, because without you, there's no us. That'll do it from here. Take care, you guys. Go Bulls.